member of Congress. You're Abigail Spanberger. You want to run? Take a shot. You're certainly qualified. At the end of the day, a race for president is a character test where you're going to see somebody go out there. Do they mean it? And so, like, I don't know the answer to the question because I haven't seen the person yet who means it. When you look at somebody like Gavin Newsom, for example, in California, I think Gavin is an interesting example. You know, state of California is going to spend $15 billion dealing with its homeless problem. Now, did Gavin Newsom cause that homeless problem? He did not. Homeless problem in California has been building through failed leadership for 20, 25 years. $15 billion to fix it. Now, he could ignore it, pretend it's not happening, but he's choosing not to do that. So he's taking a big risk. Now, would you prefer, and would I suspect that, would he prefer that that money goes into the educational system? Of course he would. But we have to make decisions about dealing with real issues that are worsening and will get worse at the advent of this age of machine learning, artificial intelligence, so on and so forth. So how do we think about the social welfare net? How do we make it more efficient? How do we make it more competent? How does government deliver a service as efficiently as a private sector institution can? Do they have the technology they need? Do they have the training they need? Do they have the systems they need? So you really need somebody who's an innovator, who's an entrepreneur, who understands democracy, who understands America, who understands the history of the country, our role in the world, and this moment in time, and is able to project out, how do we remain the most powerful nation with the most amount of opportunity that brings peace and prosperity and domestic tranquility for our children? That's what the job of politics is. It's not to impose, it's to compromise. And it's to go to places, whether it's a state capital, a county seat, a town council, the Congress, and to work out complexity in good faith and an open hand in a reasonable way with other people who are doing the same. And when people take a flyer on that and rather engage in performance art, insanity as a vocation, conspiracy as an occupation, time to say enough. And that's this moment that we're in. There's no place to back up to from the place we're at if you're on the pro-democracy side, because you can't accommodate a neo-Nazi. You can't accommodate a violent Proud Boy. You can't accommodate an election denier, because the price of the accommodation is the loss of democracy. The price of accommodation with these people is what you've seen happen to the Republican Party. That's what accommodation to all of this looks like. And that's terrible for America and American democracy.
Throw out some names then. Who's of interest to you?
Ro Khanna.